It's not like that. It's just a little like that, but not really. Don't you understand?
No!
Since day one, no.
Hey, and welcome back.
Oh, God, you beat me to it.
I am Eric,
I'm Travis.
and we are Bookend Gaming. The end.
No, that was the worst beginning
Damn!
that we've ever done. No, it's not. Go back to the old episodes. We didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Alright, so let's continue on our adventure through the mansion.
Welcome back.
You couldn't hear us anyways.
That's true.
Okay, here we go. Let's do something with her. I don't even know what's going on.
Be sad.
Okay. Conversations nobody wants us... Well, no, conversations nobody wants to have are the worst. I don't know. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it probably was pretty stupid. She responds with a sigh of her own, although hers is not nearly as heavy as mine was.
I just couldn't do it.
But why? What's wrong? A pause, a furrowed brow, a quiet voice.
Let it be, Hisao. I don't think I can really explain it in a way that would make sense to your stupid, tiny mind.
Yeah, Rin doesn't want to have this conversation either. That may be for the better. But how rare of her to admit that even she has some kind of limits. I always thought Rin was all but ignorant of her tendency to get distracted, so much that she inadvertently obfuscates everything she says.
Sure.
You never explain anything in a way that would make sense.
Nobody else has ever asked me to.
Well, God, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm a jerk then.
I guess that's how it is. But I always wanted to make sense of you, to find out who you are, I say to myself. I still want to. Can't you see? I know you can't, because you're blind, but I do. Wait, this is from the wrong look.
Which one are you?
Is that why I keep this up? It pains you as much as it pains me. It's unlikely to be of any use to either. We did things and said things that can't be undone. It's as if you and me being close to each other just hurts us both, but we still deliberately keep doing it. Isn't that silly? Even now I can see how you force yourself to respond even though you owe me nothing. Even if it's hard to talk about things like this. Why? Why is it that you paint?
Because I don't know what else I could do. It's like this feeling that there's no choice, that it's the only possibility. Like when there are only watermelon-flavored popsicles left in the store, but you need to eat a popsicle.
I totally get it.
Exactly, I feel that all the time.
Her poor metaphor aside, she didn't really answer anything. Besides, who doesn't like watermelon-flavored popsicles? If possible, I'd want a whole box of watermelon-flavored popsicles.
It's true, especially if they're Jolly Rancher watermelon.
This makes even less sense than not knowing. You don't like watermelon? But if you don't want to paint...
Not like that. You had to come to the school even though you probably didn't want to have a heart attack.
Oh, I know, it was great.
I love almost dying.
She pauses, frowning as if something in what she said didn't please her.
At least I think you wouldn't.
Her careful follow-up is followed in turn by another, shorter pause with another, smaller frown.
Would you like to have a heart attack?
No, I wouldn't, and I didn't want to.
But you're doing fine, aren't you? Or are you still sad about it?
I mean, a little bit.
Still being a baby?
Rin's question makes me realize that I haven't really thought about my illness for weeks. Aside from chugging down my medication every day, there has been no need to concern myself with my broken heart, which I'm only thankful for, really. Getting to know new people, a new school, a new town, a new life, it all has caught me and made the past fade away. No, I guess even I can't dwell on the past indefinitely.
See? Even watermelon doesn't really taste bad if you have to eat it.
Her half-nonsensical closure. She really doesn't like watermelon.
Yeah, what? Worst girl.
She loves orange.
Right.
Closure seems to put an end to the subject in Rin's mind, so I just nod in uncertain confirmation. Mm-hmm. Watermelon. There are two kinds of silences, awkward ones that you want to break, and comfortable ones that you don't mind. The first kind is bad, because it makes your thoughts go awry, like mine do, now. Looking at Rin makes me feel bad.
Ugh.
I don't want to feel like this. Looking at Rin makes me feel exhausted. I really tried my best. She tried to. I have no idea. But we ended up like this, and she ended up screwing up her exhibition opening. It feels like we are at a dead end. There is no direction to continue to. I reached out for her yesterday, thinking it would be the last time. She walked away. I want it to be me. Or, I want to be me. What the heck does that even mean? Rin, if anyone, is most definitely herself. I feel kind of relieved that I am not the one to blame, but this still grates on my mind. Why did she run away? It doesn't make sense yesterday. It doesn't make sense today.
It just seems pretty obvious.
Right? The things she said feel like they should make sense, but they just don't. To me. And then she said that thing about watermelons.
I love watermelon.
You know about that thing you just said?
Which one of them?
Painting. Say said that something like that to me before, that a true artist does not paint because she wants to, but because she must. And I've been wondering about what she said. Why do artists have to paint? My question is probably pretty stupid. At least Rin looks at me in the blank way that she seems to say so. They don't. They can draw. They can...
I don't know. Am I an artist?
Well, you paint stuff, and you have an exhibition too. I'd say you qualify. Plus one of your things sold, so now you're a professional artist.
Well, there you go. I hope it wasn't the Iron Giant, because I want that one. I think I still don't know, but okay.
Can we buy a printout of that and hang it on the wall?
Yeah! I'd love that, actually.
Me too. The thinking pause that follows seems to last for half an eternity. Somebody could just draw like all of our interpretations. We got a frog Geodude, we got Iron Giant playing shuffleboard.
We'll just hang them up in this room.
Unlike most people, Rin doesn't flavor her thinking pauses by body language, except for watermelon, or saying like or or anything. I've noticed that I might prefer her way. The usual way even annoys me. As if people were so infatuated by the sound of their own voice, they just have to keep making some noise, even when they're just thinking what they could just say next.
Like, totally.
Rin just comes to a full stop while she is thinking. It's disconcerting because... Am I saying that word right? I keep saying disconcerting, but...
I don't know.
It might be disconcerting.
That's how I say it, disconcerting.
Okay.
But it might be one of those words you could say either way.
Who knows? Anyways, it's disconcerting.
Okay.
Because reacting to people spacing out is always hard, but she comes off as less obnoxious.
It's one of those things, like, I noticed it every time you said it, but I'm like, I don't know if I should correct him, because
Right.
I don't know if he can say it that way or not. I don't
Not
know
without
enough about.
Google.
Yeah. There's a lot of words like that. And a lot of it comes
Especially in
from
this game.
you read something. Like, what's that word that I always read, and I said it wrong because of the way it's spelled?
Epitome?
That's it. Epitome.
Yeah. It's the epitome.
I love that you knew exactly what I was talking about, because I think a lot of people do that. Because
Right.
you read
I
that
think
word.
you did mention that at one point.
Maybe I did, but yeah, it's I don't know, you start to say it a certain way and it's hard to break that. Like you and
I've done it with a bunch of things.
Mandela effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always thought it was Mandela.
Yeah, it's
And I
Mandela.
know it's Mandela now, but sometimes when I'm just talking about it, I still say Mandela
Right.
effect.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to be a jerk and correct you every time you said it, but because I don't know if you could say it both ways. I think I want someone to see what's inside me. All right. Not the way doctors and serial killers do.
I can do that. I can check that for you.
The way that doesn't make me feel lonely. This is what you call metaphorical, you see.
I thought you couldn't do that. Please don't lecture me about self-evident things. God.
Ugh. It's not self-evident that this is self-evident.
We all hold all of our truths to be self-evident. So you present a painting to someone and expect him to magically see a glimpse of your soul?
It's not like that. It's just a little like that, but not really. Don't you understand?
No!
Since day one, no.
I do, and I don't. You know, I feel a little bit of despair every time you talk. Every time you ask that question.
Can you imagine if you had gotten Rin on your first playthrough? How differently you would have seen this game?
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, Emmy's, like, really basic, like you
Right.
have the speed
She's-
bumps of a
she's
regular
fun.
high school. Yeah.
She has a sad past, but she's still normal and fun.
Yeah, this one you'd have been like, what is this?
Yeah, this game sucks, man.
And it's not even a bad
It's
route. It's
painful.
just she's so weird.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to
Yeah.
exist. And
Right. Talk like a normal person. What question?
about whether I understand you or not. She seems almost surprised at my clarification.
Oh, it's not really a question. It's one of those kind that you don't have to answer. Rhetorical. Oh, yeah.
Rhinotaurical?
Nailed it. Yeah, that's the word. Question that's not a question is a rhetorical.
You almost messed it up. Rhinotaurical question.
There you go. How nice. That reminds me, it doesn't really make sense. What kind of question is one that isn't a question?
A rhinotaurical.
What kind of an answer is an answer that doesn't answer anything?
A stupid
Answer.
one. Isn't that now I can't even. No. Isn't that it's just going to become a new word now.
Yeah.
Is that a rhinotaurical question?
You're not funny.
I think I am.
But if you don't like it, would you like me to say something else instead? I don't have any good ones, though. How about your pants are on fire?
Wait, really?
They do feel tighter. This can be our secret language.
Rin's honest-to-goodness silliness, made twice more ridiculous by the fact that I know she is dead serious, derails me like it always does. It's like some kind of a safety lock to prevent me from becoming too much of a worrywart, dragging even my own thoughts off the ground where they should be. It makes me smile confusedly, but only on the inside. Even though the corners of my mouth are not drawing into a grin, I'm still impressed by her ease of wrecking any attempt at being too serious. Should she will so forget and ignore things that bug her, things that bother her? Could she says so, be free of whatever burden being her means? Or am I the only one who feels burdened by being myself?
Losing your damn mind over there.
I have a voice talking in the back of my head. No thanks. But still, the times when I feel that I am on the same page as you are pretty rare. It feels like there's this huge gap, and sometimes you just go to the other side, and I don't have any way to reach to you from where I am. It's like you are in some completely different place at times. It's like I love watermelon and you don't. Even though you are right here. That's right. There is an insurmountable discontinuity, an imaginary glass wall that blocks comprehension from happening. It's the olive theory.
Oh, God.
There might be such a gap between any two people, but with Rin, it feels more tangible. Rin does not react to my thoughts, not to the ones I uttered aloud, nor the ones I did not.
I disagree with that theory, by the way.
It turns out to not be true anyways. He loves olives.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just the idea of, well, we complete each other because we don't have the same likes.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. It's even worse with art. I'm not very good at art. I admit it. No, because then how are you going to order pizza? Half and half?
Well, not even
Gross.
that. Just
No, I
basic
know.
things.
People are like opposites attract, and that's only halfway true. You still have to have quite a bit of similarities.
Right. If I were to start dating a girl and she didn't have the same sense of humor as me, or
Right.
like any of the shows that I like, that'd be kind of an issue.
Yeah. If she hates everything you like, and
She only listens to country music.
oh god. She likes watermelon. I mean,
God,
God,
right?
I can't even be in the same room with her. I joined the art club because I thought it could be interesting. And I guess it is. I like art. I like your art too. But just like with you, I can't comprehend it. And I'm pretty sure nobody really can. This seems to worry her slightly.
Do you think so?
Yeah. I guess that art is meant to be interpreted, not understood. That's how I'd put it.
That's a sad thought.
Well, I'm a sad person. I guess it might feel like
Did you
one.
forget what game you were in?
Does it make you feel sad for yourself? Rin thinks about this for a while and then shakes her head surprisingly vehemently. The first thing she focuses her eyes on afterwards is me. Whoa, there's 3 of you now. Both of these things make me glad and relieved. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, you should go see the teacher and apologize properly. I think he is worried about you. Can you do that? This time she nods her head. Only it's not as vehement. The hallway is empty, almost intimidating. You forgot about me!
Guess we're gonna go see Nomiya.
Yeah.
So yeah, we probably have a couple episodes left.
He's got a paycheck for her.
Right.
That's what I would have said. He at least has money for you.
Right, he's gonna pay you to come see him. He's done that before. Oh no.
You can afford different flavors of popsicles if you want.
Why would you ever? If there's watermelon. I hate popsicles actually, so.
I actually don't really care for watermelon. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't care for you!